Newport News in Review starts right now.
Hello, I'm Aaron Pritchett, and welcome to this edition of Newport News in Review for the month of June 2011. Ready or not, summer is officially here. Time to break out the bathing suit, lather up on the suntan lotion, drink plenty of water, and get out and enjoy the endless possibilities that are available to you throughout Hampton Roads and right here in the city of Newport News. And as that mercury continues to rise, so too does the need to cool off. And what better way to make a splash than going to where the water meets the sand? As we bring the show to you from the very refreshing Huntington Beach along the shores of the James River, right here in beautiful Huntington Park. To some, it's a place they never knew existed. To others, it's a private oasis of sorts to get away from it all, and a welcome sight to those who have been longing for those lazy days of summer, where the sun is bright, the sand is just right, and the water, well, quite refreshing. As the very popular Huntington Park Beach, which lies right along the banks of the beautiful James River and at the foot of the very iconic James River Bridge, offers up the perfect place to relax, unwind, and soak up the sun, providing beachgoers from miles around an alternative of sorts to a less crowded beach compared to those farther east, and a quaint little waterfront that is staffed by some highly qualified lifeguards who keep a watchful eye on the young and old alike who love to make it a day playing in the water. But the pure charm and simplicity of this beach wouldn't be what it is today if it weren't for the bigger park that it is a part of. Because the 60-acre Huntington Park is one of the Department of Parks, Recreation and Tourism's 35 parks, offering quite an array of things to see and do year-round. And a park that has deep roots to the past, thanks to the progressive implementation of the Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad system, the boom of the Newport News Shipbuilding and Dry Dock Company, the formation of the Old Dominion Land Company, and the forethought of Collis P. Huntington and the generosity of his nephew, Henry Edwards Huntington, for whom the park is named, and a man who became America's greatest book collectors and a leading figure in developing Southern California, but more notably, on a local level, a man who was a principal owner of the shipyard and instrumental in facilitating the donation of this valuable Warwick County property to the city in 1924 for the purpose of a public park and recreation ground. And since then, that purpose has been properly maintained and then some, thanks to the city of Newport News, who has strived to provide the public with quite a place to play and enjoy the day, from spending time in the beautiful Rose Garden, taking an eye-opening and engaging tour inside the Virginia War Museum, or launching a boat from its very popular public boat ramp that carries boaters near and far to partake in the bounty of the James River and the Chesapeake Bay. But no matter where you go and what you decide to do in the confines of this extraordinary park, one thing is for sure. There's a special little place for you to enjoy throughout the year, and especially during the sizzling heat of summer, where the water meets the sand, and the memories that are made here along this unique little beach will have you coming back again and again. We are proud to feature beautiful Huntington Park Beach along the shores of the James River, and we encourage you to get out and enjoy the surf, the sand, and the endless possibilities that are available to you along the waterfront and within the confines of this unique 60-acre park. Well, June has been another busy month, so let's take a look at what's been going on right here in the city of Newport News. Picking it up for the people, as one local department gears up for a few slight changes to their services that will have an effect on you, but all in all improve efficiency and better clean up the city of Newport News. Hot fun in the summertime, as we celebrate this sizzling season by swinging from vine to vine to enjoy some of Virginia's finest wines and spend the perfect day somewhat near the bay for a fun-filled free event that helps to celebrate the community in a whole new way. And class is in session, as local law enforcement agencies from all over Hampton Roads put their math skills and brain power to the ultimate test as they work to figure out the complexities of accidents here in the classroom and out in the field, as crash reconstruction investigations comes alive here in the city of Newport News. Each and every day we take our lives into our own hands, and when you stop to think about that for a moment, it can be quite scary, whether out here on the water and especially behind the wheel of a car, because at any given moment a simple mistake on your part or on the part of others can change your life forever. And when the dust settles and the emergency crews arrive to do all that they can do, it still takes the complex work of a very specialized group within local law enforcement to determine what actually went wrong. And here in the city of Newport News, several police departments throughout Hampton Roads recently gathered together at the Newport News Police Department headquarters building for an intense 2-week course that put their skills to the ultimate test, focusing in on the intricacies of crash reconstruction investigations.
This vehicle, vehicle 1, what do you think that approach angle would be, just by looking at it? That's correct. So the approach angle of vehicle 1, okay, is what? 180. Got that?
We're teaching officers how to apply scientific principles to reconstruct accidents. Specifically, how to figure how the crash occurred and if it could be avoidable.
So I would determine where the center of mass was during what maximum engagement, finished working on each other, and then I would measure the distance to the center mass, the same place I measured from, to final rest.
It's not complicated, it's basic physics. And it's physics that's found in high school books and college books, and we're taking those physics principles, applying them to wrecks, and determining speeds and velocities and how they react to each other.
They're going the same speed, have the same weight. Where should those vehicles end up? Who says upper right? Outstanding.
This is the highest level crash reconstruction classes that we've been offered thus far. These kind of classes are great for us, for the city, for the people of Newport News, because it makes our work, our job actually easier, and it makes our accuracy better. And when we go out and reconstruct these accident scenes to determine what happened and who was actually at fault.
Who says here?
I have learned a lot that I didn't know about the momentum and the physics of a crash. For 10 years I investigated vehicle number 1 struck vehicle number 2, and now I'm learning why it happened and what happens afterwards.
It's a 2-week course. It is very intensive. It is equivalent to 2 semesters of college. We teach students the basic principles of the physics that are being applied in their investigation. We tell them what to do, what to look for. And then next week we're going to be going out and we're going to be crashing cars. And all of these theories, principles, and concepts that they've been taught, they then have to apply and make and conduct an investigation from the stage crashes that we produce. It's that simple. Nobody gets hurt. I'll say, ready? We'll get on the walkie-talkies, make sure everybody's ready. After everybody's ready, then we'll give a go, and then we're going to go forward. There's going to be physical evidence and debris, etc. It's going to be a crime scene, and as a result of that, treat it as such. First responsibility I have is going over and making sure that Gary's okay.
It just goes against everything you should be doing. It's hard to make yourself do it. I've probably got 100 and some now, 130 of these between hitting other cars and hitting pedestrians. But it's just an unnatural feeling to know that, hey, I'm about to plow into a car at 35, 40 miles an hour. It's gonna hurt. And even though you know what to expect, every time timing is an issue. If I hit the wrong spot, it hurts a lot worse because it makes a sharper impact. So we did calculations last night trying to figure, I want to be right at the threshold of where it hurts a little bit, but I don't really get hurt.
Today is reinforcing the classroom theories and principles that we've taught all of these officers during the past almost week and a half. I'm ready. Safety is the first issue when we're doing these crashes. There's always something that could possibly go wrong. Even as well as you plan it, something could possibly happen. This is the real deal. Now they're going to have to perform and show us that they can do the work. If they can do the work, then they'll be successful in the class, should be successful out in the street.
This one will be 7, right, Coach? What MPO Hughes and Officer Munger are doing here is working with our total station, doing forensic mapping so we can recreate the accident or the crash that happened down there. We're constantly training. We try to be the best at what we can, and this training out here today just proves that we can come out and train, and we can actually do what we do. And when we go to court, if it ends up in court, then we can honestly tell the judge this is what happened, and we can actually prove to him and show him on paper what happened, and not have any second guess with anybody.
What I love more than anything, I love to see a student's eyes light up when they get a concept and when they understand the concept, or they work a wreck like one of these stage wrecks and they come up with a speed that is exceptionally close to what we know the speed is. That's what I do this for.
It's a never-ending job, one that requires the cooperation of the citizens and one hardworking department that prides itself in keeping our communities clean. And although it may not be one of the most glamorous jobs around, it is indeed an essential one, and one that is undergoing a few slight changes to better serve you, and ultimately help improve the overall efficiency of picking up your trash and other heavy debris throughout the city of Newport News.
I just like to see the city clean and the residents happy. You know, I live here in the city, and I'm proud to live here and proud to be one of the ones keeping it clean. This is bulk waste collection. It's kind of adventurous because you never know what you're going to run into. It makes the day go because it's something different every day. We have route sheets that we go by, a route for each different day. Each operator has a specific route that they go to. Then you ride that route, and within the residents within that area, wherever they have bulk, then we pick it up. 1 week it may be, pick up 150 stops. Next week we may pick up on the same route 250. So it's out there. It's always nice when a citizen, tell us we're doing a great job. We're riding down the street, picking up stops, and it just, they may wave, and just offer a show of gratitude or appreciation. That's always good. It lets me know that my job is important. Although it may be one small job in the city, but it is a big piece of the puzzle.
We provide a very, very valuable service, and we're kind of like those little unsung heroes, and that's okay, because the important thing is that we do provide a service, and we are very proud of what we do. The bulk waste collection program has been a valuable asset to the city, and we have decided that it is a focus of ours to keep the community clean, and as that focus, we have opted to compromise. We found that the program became very expensive. We didn't want to do away with the program, and yet at the same time we are very aware of the economy and the impact on our residents, and we wanted to offer this compromise and change our service, which currently is on a weekly basis to every other week. We found that we had only about 20% participation any given week. So in order to be more environmentally friendly and more fiscally responsible, and to still offer the services to our residents, we went ahead and we offered the every other week bulk program, which we're really excited about. We need everybody to be aware. If our residents have questions about when their collection schedule is, 95% to 97% of our residents, their bulk waste collection will coincide with when their recycling collection is. Easy way to remember. We try to make it as simple as possible. If they have questions, we recommend that they check our website. There'll be a number of spotlights. Also, of course, we have our customer service center, which they can be reached at 269-2700. They'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. And it's a wonderful service. I mean, it's a premium service, and we want to continue to provide that. We just have to be responsible.
The warmth of the hot summer sun, the sand between your toes, and the cool, refreshing water to make a splash. Just a few simple thoughts that can have us all yearning for a day at the beach. But there's no need to break a sweat packing the car, paying a fortune at the gas pump, and hitting the road just to find yourself in stop-and-go traffic. Because a day to get away from it all is a whole lot closer than you think.
This is Huntington Park Beach. There's no traffic to get here. It's close to Newport News, so the locals can easily come take their kids, play in the sand, have the beach atmosphere that they would get from Virginia Beach, but right here in a small area. And it's a little bit safer, I think, because we have a closed-off swimming area, not as much waves. So it's really great for like a family with little kids setting. Right now it doesn't look busy, but when we get on the weekends and once school gets let out, we'll easily have 70 to 100 kids in this like swim area. And when high tide comes, it's definitely it's still a huge challenge, and we have still a huge responsibility to watch everybody because, I mean, even though their parents are out there, you know, sometimes it's just the heat, they want to tan, you know, their kids are just running around, so we still have a lot to watch when we're out here.
This is the first time for me at the beach. Yeah! I'm playing, I'm swimming, and I'm having a good time.
Bring it to the beach is nice for me. Oh, this is wonderful out here. It's different than the snow in Colorado, you know. We don't have a beach at all. We have lakes. But this is wonderful. It's nice, the atmosphere and the sun and just all the people out here. And I wanted to show my daughter the beach. She's never been to the beach. So she's always been in the pool.
It's very comforting, actually, and stress-free, basically, to watch the kids go in the water. They love playing in the sand, finding crabs and shells, and it's just very convenient to get here. We just come over the James River Bridge, and it's easier for me to get to the beach when it's not a mile to get down to the water.
I didn't know about it until last year, and I grew up here. And I guess I had always seen it coming over the bridge and never thought about what it was. And then a friend of mine said, oh, there's a great park and a great beach over there. So we checked it out and it was great.
I like this beach because particularly I think it's a good place for kids. It's a smaller beach and they have nice facilities here. I think it's a good family beach.
We like to come up and do fishing maybe about 2 or 3 times a year because the fishing is so good in the Chesapeake Bay. And we just don't have this type of fishing in North Carolina where I'm from. So we come up for 3 or 4 days and try to catch some croaker, spot whatever's biting.
Like you say, it's free and got plenty of good ramps here and access to get in and out pretty quick. So, and like you said there, we're right here in the James River or access to the bay.
Just somewhere to go every day. So nice beach to come to is very handy, especially if you live in the area and you don't have far to go. And I don't know, I just like this type of life down near the water rather than being in town, you know, around the malls and the city stuff. I'd rather be down by the water.
They say that 2 is better than 1, but what do you do when you have 6? But not just any 6. How about 6 of some of the most highly talented individuals who sing a cappella that can blend jazz, doo-wop, pop, and gospel like you've never heard before? We could take these multiple Grammy Award winners that have toured throughout the world and bring them here to our city and have them perform on the stage of the very intimate Ella Fitzgerald Theater in the Down-and-Gross Cultural Arts Center in the southeast communities of Newport News.
No, but it feels good to know. With a pep in my step, when I'm
Tonight we're celebrating Black Music Month, and we are really excited to have the a cappella group Take 6 here to perform and kick off our festival for 2011. Take 6 is the perfect group to have in our intimate theater. We have 276 seats, so it is a special treat for our audience to hear an a cappella group such as Take 6, who's won 10 Grammys. What's especially important tonight is this kind of culminates the group as Take 6 as we know them. Dr. Cedric Dent, this is his last performance with the group, and we are so excited that they chose the Ella Fitzgerald Theater for their last performance together. It's especially important to the citizens of Newport News. It's our goal at the Down-and-Gross Cultural Arts Center to bring quality arts and entertainment, and Take 6 is just, you know, one in a line of wonderful artists that we've brought to the theater. But what's especially important about them, and we have been so excited to share with the community youth, is it's the raw talent, it's their voice. They're doing the behind the scenes. There's no band, there's no piano. It is them. They make their music, they sing it. And so it has been wonderful, and it has really kind of invigorated our audience downtown, and they are really, really excited about tonight's performance. One of the things that's really important to us, we want all of the community to participate in the activities that we do, so we try to make sure that the ticket price for all of our events are very reasonable and affordable for the community. Say it again. multifaceted building, and so this is just one of the many things that we do, but our community loves when we do live performances and live shows such as this nature. So with each concert and each activity, we want to build upon and bring something new for the community, and that's the expectation that the community has about the Downey Gross Cultural Arts Center, and we're very excited that we've been able to deliver that to our community. The Ella Fitzgerald Theater here in the Downey Gross Cultural Arts Center is a jewel. It's our point of pride, and we are so excited to receive the citizens of Newport News, and we encourage everyone to visit our website. We encourage them to stop by and visit. We are here for you.
Said I'll fly away to my home. Oh, I'll fly away. Fly away to my home.
You never know what may be traveling through the grapevine, but one thing's for sure, word sure does travel fast, especially about a great little event that only seems to get better with age, where there's no need to dress to the nines because the fruits of the vine are so fine, and you're guaranteed to have a real good time. And this year was no exception, as the 10th Annual Summer Celebration Wine Festival continued on at historic Lee Hall Mansion.
ID, please.
Yes. I don't look
Thank
21.
you. There you go. And a glass for you.
Oh, thank you.
This 10th Annual Wine Fest here at Lee Hall Mansion. It's the annual fundraiser sponsored by the Virginia War Museum Foundation to support not only Lee Hall Mansion, which is where the event is held, but MU Plantation and the Virginia War Museum down in Huntington Park also. Well, in the economic times that we're in, it's very important to have an event like this and for people to come out and support it. And it's great that they come not only locally, but from outside of the area, because of course, not only enjoying 11 different wineries, the great food, the music, but also being able to take in the history and go through, tour the mansion, learn about the Peninsula Campaign of 1862, American Civil War here on the peninsula, and celebrating and remembering the 150th anniversary sesquicentennial events that are kicking off and going around all in this area, including an event like this.
It's local, it's small, and it's very personal. Everybody here is just, people that drink wine are happy people. They're happy. That's all we do. We only drink local Virginia wines. We're committed to that. We love our wine. We love our Virginia wine.
I get up, can't get of you.
Oh, it's good. I mean, we're a small, growing wine community, so the festivals are pretty much our best way to get it out there to the people of Virginia and abroad. So it's good for everybody. As a group, it's great. We have to. I mean, we can't grow if we're always constantly competing against each other. I mean, obviously, there is a little bit of competition. You want to be the best, but to be as an industry as a whole, for us to grow, we kind of have to work together, which we all pretty much do. We go to different classes throughout the state, and we try to help each other be better in everything that we do, from being in the vineyard to making wine. So it's great for us.
These Chard grapes are just prolific. Even when you come to the winery, you'll see that. Absolutely. I want to educate people on their wines. I want to explain to people what to eat these things with, because even though you're trying these wines right now, you don't have food with them. When you pair wine with a food, it tastes completely different. I also think they should know what goes into these wines, which grapes that we're growing, which grapes that we're borrowing juice from somebody else. Just a really nice place to be. It's beautiful. The weather, even when it's hot, we seem to all have a good time.
Well, I just think it's a perfect opportunity for people to get together, relax, have some fun. They don't have to get dressed up. People need to unwind, and I think this is a perfect opportunity for people to come out here and unwind. So next year they would want to be here.
Yes, I get a kick.
Thank you very much. Well, summer is often on its way, and you shouldn't have any excuses to not get out and play, especially when it comes to spending your day soaking up the sun, celebrating kids, community, and of course, King Lincoln Day. As the Department of Parks, Recreation, and Tourism kicked off the summer season a little early along the Hampton Roads Harbor in the beautiful confines of King Lincoln Park in the southeast community of Newport News.
We are at King Lincoln Park Day, which is actually used to be King Lincoln Music Festival, but we decided that even though the music park's great and we still have it out here today, that there's so much more to do at King Lincoln Park. We really wanted the event to showcase everything we have at the park. I mean, it's on the beautiful waterfront location. We have sports activities, we have the tennis courts, and our tennis instructors are giving kids mini tennis lessons. And we have basketball courts are going with Doris Miller Community Center and basketball activities. So really today is the day where you discover everything there is about King Lincoln Park.
Let me tell you something, boy, I've been trying to say.
Having a great time. Just having a great time to take care of our people here. We are making rainbow snow cones, blue raspberry and cherry, the two favorite flavors. Everybody loves them. I'll tell you what, it's very gratifying and it's a lot of fun because we're always outdoors, enjoying the weather, and everybody that comes to our stand has a big smile. Don't get no better than this.
It's about showing kids different animals and things that they probably haven't seen and experienced before. Give them a good education on maybe where they come from and what they eat and different kinds of things and habitats, stuff like that. We do birthday party events, we go to school events, we do outside activity events like this. It's so amazing, it's so adorable watching the kids, like their eyes light up and they're just so excited, it's adorable, I love it.
N44. Oh, we are having the most fun. We are playing bingo, but you have to be, the secret, you have to be over the age of 50 to enjoy this game today. And we've had a packed house all day. We've got wonderful prizes. We've got gift cards. We've got baskets full of goodies. We've got certificates for free classes for the active lifestyles. We even have a trip to Harrington, Delaware. I-20. We are having so much fun.
G60. I'm Holly Winslow. I'm a street chalk artist. I was invited out here to support City of Newport News and help them out with the Chalk Fest on Family Day here at Lincoln Park. I really love working in color, and so chalk has been my forte and my passion all my life. So I just really enjoy seeing a clean slate and coloring it in. I really enjoy doing outdoor lake, water, ponds. So that's kind of where I took butterflies. It's fun.
Picking crabs.
Having fun eating these crabs. Actually, my first time coming out here. I like it. Right here by the water, fishing pier. A lot of stuff for the kids to do, just for them to get out and come out. Mama, come on, let's go to the park.
Oh yeah, little prints for you, having some fun.
Well, that's about all the time we have for you this month. We hope you enjoyed this edition of Newport News in Review, as we've helped to kick off the season just right along the shores of beautiful Huntington Park Beach. And as always, on behalf of everyone here at Newport News TV, whether you're watching us on TV or online at nngov.com, Facebook, or YouTube, thanks for watching. And we'll see you here real soon for the July edition of Newport News in Review right here on Newport News Television.
For more information on Newport News in Review, contact Aaron Pritchett at apritchett@nngov.com.
Now it's easier than ever to stay up to date with all of your favorite Newport News television programs. All you have to do is join our viewer email list by sending an email to Newport News TV's Aaron Pritchett at apritchett@nngov.com. We'll gladly add you to our growing email list, and every month you will receive an update with direct links to Newport News in Review and Inside Newport News, so that you can watch the shows on your own time and see for yourself all of the great happenings in the City of Newport News. It's just another way that Newport News Television and the City of Newport News are staying connected with you.